Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna tell you things I believed as a kid that I don't believe anymore, but that I believed as a kid for like a really long time. So my parents had a waterbed, and I grew up with 3 older brothers. So as you know, brothers, they're kind of cool, but they're also kind of jerks sometimes. My brothers convinced me that there were sharks in my parents' waterbed, like living in the rubber like bladder thing. I would not like literal months. I would like scream every time like I had to go near it. In my brother's room, they had like a Super Nintendo or a GameCube. Just we had a lot of Nintendo systems growing up, and they had a TV in their room for that specific purpose. And it was one of the ones with like the dials on the side and the glass in the front. But my brothers liked to take the glass off of it and tell me if I touched it that I would get sucked into the TV. And then they would like go and get super close to it, and I would scream because that's just brothers, so that's something that happens when you have brothers, I guess. I think I tell this to Nathan at least like once a week, that my brothers used to tell me that my eyes are brown because I'm full of crap, that sort of thing. A lot of this is my brothers, just brothers. They're so great. Like I love my brothers, and I love playing games with them, and I love messing around, and we tease each other, we give each other a hard time, and that's just brothers. But when I was younger, they were more of a pain than they are now. My brother Jared took me to a park. We were probably at a park like for a family thing or whatever, and he broke off a piece of a tree and like handed me a twig and was like, "Let's go plant a tree." And I was like, "That's not how trees plant." But he was very determined to convince me that it was. So he took me and he planted one, and then he planted the stick. He would like bury it. And like 2 weeks later, he took me, we went back to the park, and we went to this tree that was so big, but he convinced me that it was his stick. So I believed that for a good chunk of time, which is really funny. Like, brothers, what you gonna do, you know? Yeah, so I believed a bunch of crap when I was a kid. Yeah, one time my friends convinced me that the windows on airplanes opened. It's fine. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. The rest of you, I'll see you next week. Bye.